Hello! So, Harley Benton just put out a video from their booth at Guitar Summit 2024, I wish I was there, teasing a prototype of a Nitro finished Tele Relic thing, and a bass, and some other interesting models. So, until more information comes out, let's speculate. Check out the Harley Benton video in the description. So yes, apologies, this is a reaction video, and no, I don't have the guitar because it's a prototype. Come on, eh? Okay, so these Relics. Now, I'm not really a Relic kind of guy at all, but there's just something about these that look kind of cool, and I don't know what it is. Even the bass with the blue over sunburst, I'm kind of digging that a lot. And they're saying Nitro finished. Now, pretty much every YouTube video you watch these days says that X is a game changer, but I honestly think that Harley Benton putting out Relic Nitro finished guitars, Nitro finished guitars specifically, at their usual Harley Benton prices could be a legit game changer, in my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. So, if these guitars come out,
will they be? Will they not be? We will see.
I'm speculating it will be in 2025, and I'm super interested to find out what the other specs are going to be, particularly with the necks, because I've been like actively campaigning for Harley Benton to release a less modern neck profile on their S&T type guitars. They currently only do a D profile neck with a 12-inch radius, unless it's the ST Modern Plus, which is a compound radius. But anyway, I'm hoping that on these new vintage Relic Nitro finished guitars that they go with a more appropriate neck profile. C-shape 9.5 inch radius please, thank you. And speaking of the ST Modern Plus, there's some news here too. Now, I reviewed the ST Modern Plus when it came out earlier this year, and here was some of my feedback suggestions for some tweaks. I'm still holding out for Harley Benton to make an S-type guitar with a 9.5 inch radius. I even made a video about that, you could check it out up there. But I now want to add more requests from that previous video to this one, now that we've got the ST Modern. So, how about, can we have something like an ST Standard Plus? So we can have a C-shaped neck, 9.5 inch radius. We still want the 22 frets, stainless steel please. Still a roasted neck, but not too bothered about the flamey neck. You could do away with that, that's not that important, and we don't need the glow-in-the-dark side dots, just some good visible side dots would do. So it looks like they've got it pretty close. They're releasing a stripped down version of the ST Modern Plus called the ST Modern Minus. Nah, I'm only joking. It's just called the ST Modern without the plus. They've done away with the Babbage trem, which I think is a smart move. It was a bit too divisive, and personally, I wasn't a massive fan of it. In fact, when I did a comparison between the ST Modern Plus and the Harley Benton Fusion, I suggested, to be honest with you, I think the Wilkinson bridge would be a better choice on this guitar, because it just eliminates that issue of people who don't enjoy this saddle. And there's nothing wrong with that trem, it's fantastic. Probably even be cheaper, who knows. So they went with a more standard 2-point trem, which looks to be Harley Benton branded. I think that's a good move. Yeah. It's still got locking tuners, so that's good. And they've done away with the highly figured flamey neck, which I think is another good move. And I'm hoping that they've done away with the glow-in-the-dark side dots, although don't know about that yet. Hopefully. They've went with HBZ pickups over the Teslas on the ST Modern Plus. Now, I'm agnostic here when it comes to this because I would probably change the pickups anyway, so whichever pickups make it cheaper, I'm good with that. We don't have stainless steel frets, and they're saying it's a compound radius, so that's potentially me out if it's the same as the ST Modern Plus, 12 to 16 inch, but if it's 9.5 to 12 inch compound radius, I might be up for checking that out. And from the video, it looks like that white one behind the green one they're showing is one of the new ones too, so it looks like there will be a roasted maple fretboard option too. Well, hey. And they're saying they're coming out
very, very soon.
So they might even be out at the same time as the restock of the ST Modern Pluses, which a lot of people have been waiting for a long time on. Have you been waiting for one of them? Let me know in the comments. Something else that I wanted to point out that I just noticed the other day, it seems with the ST Modern Plus, I'm now seeing it advertised as the ST Modern Plus HSS. Was that always the case? Did they always have HSS in the title before? Because that's making me think that they're maybe planning ahead for some different pickup configurations in the future. ST Modern Plus SSS? ST Modern Plus HH? P90s? I don't know. Could be. Maybe. Maybe it was always that. Let me know. So what do you think about these ones? Do these appeal to you more than the Modern Plus version? Or do you prefer the Modern Plus? How much do you think they're going to be? I'm going to speculate about £180 to £200. That's my guess. What do you think? And whatever happened to those ST182 Pluses that were announced last year at Guitar Summit? Well, if we go back to the Relics for a minute, I think what they're doing this year is they're leaning more into the prototype title and saying things like, if they come out and we'll see, that sort of thing. Because they want to just gauge the reaction from the people who are at Guitar Summit, the people who watch the videos like you and I, and maybe even read comment sections. So chuck some suggestions in there, you never know. Harley Benton might be reading your comments and acting on it. So chuck something in. So yeah, I think they might have learned some lessons from last year's Guitar Summit, announcing the ST182, and then a year later it's still not out yet. And in the comment section of that Harley Benton video, a lot of people are still asking where it is. And Harley Benton have responded. They are coming, but with some tweaks. Of course, there was some speculation that Fender might have been in touch, and they've had to make some tweaks. Speaking of which, I thought that the original spec choices on the ST182 Plus personally didn't make that much sense to me. I mean, the guitar that it's inspired by, there's that again, is like a stripped down punk machine, and specs like a super flamey roasted maple neck, stainless steel frets with rounded edges, and a compound radius are the kind of things that are going to bring the price up, and it doesn't seem to me that it would be the typical Blink fan that would care about these kind of things. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Am I wrong? Let me know in the comments what you think. I think the changes are hopefully more appropriate, maybe even cheaper. Also announced was an ST80, which looks very much like a Jet JS600, and this thing here, which looks to be a Davy Grill inspired semi-hollow with lightning bolt hole things, which maybe look a wee bit too wide in my opinion. But anyway, these two models are of less interest to me. How about you? Do you like them? Okay, so that's about as much speculation as I could do until we get some more information, and without having any of the models to hand, I would love to get a try of some of them. I wish I was at Guitar Summit next year. So remember to let me know what you think, and these days I've got Thomann affiliate links now, so if you are planning on buying a Harley Benton or anything from Thomann really, please consider using the old affiliate links. It's a new thing I'm doing. It doesn't cost you any extra, and Harley Benton might sling me enough to buy a couple of plectrums. So you'll be supporting the channel. Thanks for that. If you're new to the channel, hello. I've did a load of Harley Benton videos before, reviews, shootouts, and I've checked out other guitars like Jets and Fazleys. I like kind of affordable guitars. That's the kind of thing I usually do. Squires and such. Anywho, if you've liked the video, hit like. If you want to check out some of those other videos, please do. You might even want to subscribe. Think about it. You might like it. You might not. It's a gamble. I'll leave you with that. Every Wednesday here on the channel we do a community post poll where we vote on something guitar related, and on Thursdays, 7:30 PM UK, we do a live stream called Hammering On About, where we discuss the results from the poll the previous day, and we just hang out and have a wee blether. Fun times had sometimes. It'd be great to see you there if you can make it. Also, Friday uploads at 6 PM every week. That's about it. Okay, thanks for watching. Until next time, see you later.